Welcome back to DAGryffyn Hobby. My name's Dave. Today we've got another edition of Let's Torture the Menards Engine.
I see the signal has gone from red to green. We are moving.
Jen, the signal is green.
If I counted right, this guy's pulling 45 cars. I did lose a traction tire and had to replace that. There's definitely a little bit of slippage happening, but that's understandable. I've never pulled a train this long in this layout, so now I really do have to check a couple other engines. Let's try this K-Line Trainmaster with TMCC. The Trainmaster did it. It had plenty of strength to do it. There was no wheel slippage, but it was a lot harder to keep this engine at a consistent speed. The Menards engine, it really kept the speed very well. Now this Trainmaster has TMCC but does not have cruise control. I've got this K-line set of Alco FAs. The lead unit has 2 motors in it. The rear unit was a dummy, but I actually put 2 motors in that from another K-line model. So this is a 4-motored lash up here, but I don't think they're heavy enough to pull the train. The K-line F units couldn't do it. They were just too light. They started slipping pretty much right away. So I figured let's give the post-war Trainmaster a try. And it's doing a fantastic job. I added a couple more cars and tried it to start it up with the post-war Trainmaster, and I couldn't get it to start off smooth enough without tipping a third of the cars over around the various turns. So I reset the train, added a little slack to it all, and I'm going to try it again with the Menards engine.
The air brake test was good, so let's get ready to move.
Roger that. We are ready to roll.
I don't think it's going to work. Let's try back up. Oh, too much. Let's try again. Nope, just wheel slip. Nothing but wheel slip. I guess I'll take a couple of cars off. I took 2 of the 50-foot box cars off. Got some wheel slip, but it's still going. I half expect to see the engine smoking when it comes out the other tunnel. It's stuck. Let's go investigate. It's stuck back here in the tunnel, and this is a tough spot because it's going around two 90-degree turns and then a full 180 plus a little bit more because it's got that little snake section. And here it is coming around another 180. This is not an easy spot, so I'll help it along a little. That's not sounding too good. I'm wondering if I'm frying it. It's not hot to the touch or anything. I have all the traction tires in place. And I just popped the breaker because I forgot the track power was all the way up.
Detector 84B, train 3945 east. No overheat detected.
Dispatcher, Detector 84B reports no overheats.
Copy, 3945 east.
No overheats. I'm not so sure about that. All right, let's see what happens. Definite wheel slip. At this point, I'm going to cut it a break and take these two cars off because these are both die-cast cars and they're quite heavy. Still slipping, but it's, well, I was going to say it's getting underway on its own, but it's not really.
Approaching Menardsville Junction. The track is clear and we have a green signal.
Confirmed clear and green signal.
Okay, too many cars. I'm going to reevaluate the train and come back.
Dispatcher, 3945 east, approaching mile 243. Slowing to go on the hole.
Confirmed, 3945 east, the line is decided. Roger, 3945 east, for Amtrak 1701. Was mile 75.
Dispatching, Amtrak 1701 is clear.
Got a derail I got to look at. I'm going to exchange two cars, same amount of cars on it. We're still at 42, I think. Just push them up, give it a little bit of slack to start up. Little coupler failure. All right, I took off 2 box cars. That started up better. Oh, another coupler let go. I added a rubber band to the one coupler in question that was letting go. Got some tipping cars, and the wheels are still slipping on the engine. You can get back underway.
Dispatch, I see the signal has gone from red to green. We are moving.
Yeah, signal is green. So this has been pulling this train around the layout now for a few loops, and all those other iterations on and off for a good part of the day, and it still works. I'm considering this a success. I really have pulled way more cars and weight this time than I have ever before. This is also probably as close as I will ever get to the Tail Chaser Challenge, because I just don't have enough properly weighted cars to go any further. As far as testing the Menards engine, once again, I think it's passed with flying colors. 3945 east, you are clear of the yard, and you have the main track to mile marker 243.
Dispatcher, 3945 east confirms mile 243.
So I might not be exactly chasing the tail, but this might be the longest train I've ever run. It stretches from coming out of this tunnel here all the way back around to here. So while there's still a good amount of distance between the nose and the tail, I don't know that I'm ever getting any closer than that. 41 cars, and scale cars at that, or at least close to scale. And this is done pretty well. I mean, I'm sure I have other engines that could pull it, but really I don't feel like torturing any of my other engines. This, I enjoy torturing. So I'll have to come up with another torture test for this. Maybe just a constant running test. I'll have to set it up one morning with a decent consist of cars, and then just run it for as long as I can. 5 hours, 10 hours, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
All right, for this video, I'm going to run this Menards 4.5 beta engine as long as I possibly can today. It is currently 9:01, and I'm going to just try to run it continuously all day and see what happens. I was going to run it on my upper loop with the ZW, but I decided that since I probably won't be in here all day and it's going to be unobserved for a part of it, I should probably use something with a little more protection. So I'm running on the outer loop with the Power Master and the power block that has the quick trip breaker in it. So if anything happens and I'm not here to see it, it should just shut off the power. In order to facilitate this highly technical and scientific endeavor, I have an infrared thermometer. And the engine's just about 45 degrees right now, which is just about what the temperature is in this room. I've got the heat on, so I'll update you later if the room actually warms up a little bit. And then I'll just check the engine periodically to see if it's getting hot, and then just, checking on the performance during the day. So power up track 1. I'll get this baby moving. I've got the track voltage set at just under 8 volts, 7.75, and I've got the Menards remote set on the first forward click. Actually, it's the third click before it does anything, so it's the slowest speed the remote will let it go, and then I lowered the voltage until I had a speed I was comfortable with, since it will be unmonitored for a good part of the time. So I could set the track voltage lower, but I don't want to underpower the engine. Almost 8 volts is probably good. I can actually turn the track down to about 6 to get a nice slow speed, but I don't want to do that for an extended period. First check-in at 10 o'clock. It's been an hour. It's 50 degrees in the room. It's at about 58 degrees, so it's warmed up a little, but still, I would consider it cold. It's 11 o'clock. It's been 2 hours. It's about 52 degrees in the room. The engine's about 73 degrees. About 75 if you check from the top. The middle towards the front is getting the warmest. So the back of the engine's just about 60. Middle top is warmer. All right, that's 2 hours. Let's keep going. Okay, I couldn't get out here on the hour mark, so it's been an hour and a half since the last one. Looks like the engine's up to about 79. No noted issues with performance. It's about 54 in the room. So, let's get back at it. We're at the 4-hour mark. The engine's right about 75 degrees right up top. We're gonna take it off and take a look at it. The front truck is warmer than the rear truck by about 15 degrees. Okay, so that's 4 hours down and a bunch more to go. Just after 2 o'clock, the silver on top of the engine towards the front on the cab is at 76.2. The red just in front of it, 85. Okay, so I'm wondering how much of a difference the paint makes in the readings on this gun. The red is reading warmer than the silver. Maybe the silver reflects too much of the beam. Maybe we should stick with the red from here on out. It is now 3 o'clock. The engine's been running for 6 hours. On top of the engine in the red, 82 degrees. The cars that are behind it read about 56, which is about the room temperature in here. So I guess if it was a hot day, this engine would be running hotter, but considering it's under 60 degrees in here, maybe that's helping it. But we still have hours to go. All right, we're at 7 hours now. It's 4 o'clock. Engine temperature is about 76. So it cooled off, or the thermometer's reading it different. Okay, one spot is 80. Eight hours of essentially non-stop running. Seems to be cooling off a little bit. Six o'clock, 9 hours of running. And again, it's cooler than it was. Temperature in the room's still only about 53, so it's not like we got a hot room here that's adding to it. Eight o'clock. I missed the 7 o'clock check-in because I was out to dinner. We're coming up on 12 hours of constant running, and it's coming up just under 67 degrees. I'm quite shocked and quite impressed that it's still running as nicely as it is after so long.
Dispatcher, 3945 East, approaching mile 243. Slowing to go in the hole.
Confirm, 3945 East, aligning to sighting.
66 degrees. It's 9 o'clock. It's been running for 12 hours straight. Other than when I paused it to take its temperature for the video, it has been moving all day. I don't know any other engine I would really try that with. Certainly not a legacy engine, I'll tell you that. It's been running all day. It hasn't shorted out. It hasn't derailed. It hasn't significantly slowed down or sped up. It kept the same pace all day long, pulling 10 standard O boxcars and a post-war caboose. Say what you want about the Menards engines.
That is top shelf reliability, if you ask me.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on DAGryffyn Hobby.